Matchday 38, the final matchday of the season, saw Deportivo Alaves play host to Osasuna at Mendizorroza. Alaves were coming into this game looking to enjoy their final home game of the season as they secured their place in the top flight on the last matchday. As for Osasuna, though, they needed to at least pick up a point and see what Celta and Rayo did in their respective games to qualify for Europe for next season. Alaves had the first chance of the game, hitting the ball just wide of Sergio Herrera's goal. And they kept on pushing with early chances as well. On this occasion, Sergio Herrera was just caught off his line. And the ball was won back cleanly here by Antonio Blanco. He tried his luck from the halfway line and just hit the roof of the net. This was one of 3 games kicking off at 9 o'clock local time on the Saturday night of matchday 38. Getafe playing at home against Celta, Rayo Vallecano playing at home against Mallorca, and this game at Mendizorroza between Alaves and Osasuna. Celta, Rayo and the side from Pamplona fighting it out for the final 2 European places. And Osasuna were the side who had the first shot on target of the game. It was Ante Budimir, no surprises there, but he was denied by Antonio Sivera, the Alaves goalkeeper. And this would become a trend throughout the 90 minutes, as in fact at the conclusion of proceedings, Sivera would be named MVP of the match. Osasuna's shot stopper, though, Sergio Herrera, was kept busy as well at the other end. Here he had to parry this ball over the top from Carlos Aleñá. Alaves really with nothing to play for in this game, but really took the game seriously, looking to impress in front of their home supporters in their final game of the season. Quique Garcia was leading the line once again. Carlos Vicente, though, would have the next chance, putting this ball over the crossbar. Doing well to get to the ball there ahead of Pablo Ibañez, but only putting the effort over the bar. Quique Garcia would then play this ball across the face of goal, and it was just kept out after the shot from the edge of the box was hit on target superbly by Protesoni, but Herrera was there with another quick reaction save. Osasuna really under pressure in the opening parts of the game, and yet they were soon able to get on the front foot. Alejandro Catena came close here to score the opening goal. A lovely ball in from the right-hand side from Jesus Areso, but the Osasuna centre-half could only hit the ball over the bar. Catena, former Rayo Vallecano defender, trying to score here for Osasuna to make sure his former side didn't make it into the European places. Ante Budimir had the next chance. He was looking for his 22nd La Liga goal of the season after getting on the end of this sublime pass over the top from Enzo Boyomo. But the Croatian international could only put the shot wide of the back post. A scuffed shot into the ground, bobbling wide of the back post. But just look at the pass from Boyomo, a sublime part of his game. Almost an exquisite assist. Joan Jordan was watching on from the stands for Deportivo Alaves, unavailable for this game. Alaves, though, as we say, with their homework already done. This was a huge game, though, for Osasuna. And as the minutes went by, you felt maybe the nerves were starting to increase for the side from Pamplona. Here, though, fortune was almost on their side as this dangerous ball into the box, cross from Rubén García, was not met by a teammate in red and was going on target, but Sivera was equal to it with a big save. Images now, though, of the second 45, and in the opening 2 minutes, Ante Budimir had another effort, this one going just wide of the front post. Iker Muñoz, who had been brought on at half-time by Osasuna, flicking on the header and finding his teammate up front, Ante Budimir. Quique Garcia was then almost picked out here with the ball over the top, but Enzo Boyomo was looking to hold on to Osasuna's clean sheet. These two sides coming into this game in fine form with just one defeat in their last 5 fixtures. And Sivera providing here yet another save to deny Ante Budimir. A good header that was going across the goal of Sivera, and yet the Alaves shot stopper got a firm hand to it, trying to hold on to his clean sheet. Eventually, though, Deportivo Alaves were the side who took the lead, as Nahuel Tenaglia was brought down in the box for a penalty kick. Tenaglia actually won the penalty for Deportivo Alaves last week in their 1-0 win against Valladolid that secured their place in the top flight. Here he would win another penalty, this time caught by Juan Cruz. It was quickly checked and the goal would indeed stand. There was a quick check whether there was a handball, but no doubt there was contact from Cruz. And up stepped Carlos Vicente, who dispatched it superbly to score his 5th La Liga goal of the season. This penalty coming 10 minutes inside the second half. And this, it's fair to say, wasn't really in the script for Osasuna. They were travelling to Mendizorroza hoping to get the 3 points against a side who were already safe from relegation. And yet Alaves were looking a threat on the attack. They managed to win this penalty and managed to take the lead. Very calmly taken by Carlos Vicente. It was Quique Garcia from the spot last week. This time he gave the ball to Vicente, who did well to dispatch it. Iker Muñoz was then picked out inside the penalty area, but his header was a long way off target. Osasuna knew that they now needed at least a goal to have a chance in the final minutes of the game, as Celta were winning their game and Rayo Vallecano were drawing at home against Mallorca, meaning that Osasuna were outside of the European places. Aimar Oroz was up next, winning the ball back in the heart of midfield and driving forward with possession, going for goal with the shot, but hitting it a long way over the crossbar. Former Osasuna man Quique Garcia was then replaced by Eduardo Coudet and was given a standing ovation as he's ended the season as Alaves' top scorer with 13 goals. Tony Martinez came on for him and Tomas Konechny came on for Jon Guridi. There was then another big save from Sergio Herrera to deny Carlos Protesoni, another first-time shot from the edge of the box. Well kept out here. However, had it have gone in, it probably would have been ruled out for offside, as there was a player right in front of Herrera in the moment of making the save. Alaves with some lovely quick football here to play out from that pressure. The chance, though, was finished off by Tenaglia straight at Sergio Herrera. Raul Garcia would then go down in the box. He was brought on to play alongside Ante Budimir by Vicente Moreno. There was no contact here, though, from Nahuel Tenaglia on Raul Garcia, so no penalty for the visitors. Although Raul Garcia would play a key part in the game. Alaves, however, was still dangerous on the counter-charge, breaking in numbers, mostly thanks to the pace of Tony Martinez. Here he was picked out in behind the Osasuna back line, but the flag was just raised. Regardless, he did put his effort over the crossbar. Ante Budimir then went down inside the penalty area, holding his face, claiming he'd been caught by the Alaves defender, Facundo Garcés. It was temporarily checked, but there really was nothing in it on the Croatian. He was already going down and having just lost the ball. Never enough in it really for a spot kick. Protesoni and Sedlar were then replaced by Pica and Carlos Martin for the home side. Fresh legs in defence and in midfield for the closing stages of the game. But Osasuna, to their credit, kept on pushing. They had to. Rubén García here, the ball dropping kindly for him and hitting it on the volley, but straight at Sivera, who was just accumulating the saves as the minutes went by. Kept out quite a few from Budimir in the first half. With the pressure mounting, Abel Bretones did well to get on the end of this corner, played short, but he put the ball over the crossbar. But ultimately, Raúl García would come up clutch for Osasuna and would score the equaliser for the side from Pamplona with 3 minutes to go. This was a key goal because with results in the other 2 games in the fight for Europe, it meant that with another goal from Osasuna, they would clinch a European place, setting up a very nerve-wracking final few minutes at Mendizorroza. Osasuna 1 goal away from Europe next season. Raúl García, a good finish, and José Arnaiz almost scored a wonderful free kick to win it, but who was there once again? Antonio Sivera. Ante Budimir was then brought down on the edge of the box, and Adrian Pica, who'd just come on as a centre-half, was shown a straight red card for bringing down the Croatian. It was, or would have been, a free kick in a very dangerous position. However, Budimir was just offside, therefore it was not a foul, and it was not a red card for Pica. Ultimately, that would be that, and Osasuna just missed out on European football. The final score was Deportivo Alaves 1, Osasuna 1 at Mendizorroza.